Okay, let's talk about this sandwich. I mean, that looks pretty wicked. It's got the sausage, it's got the egg, it's got the cheese. Put a little bit of red pepper flakes. Got my orange juice. I'm just missing the coffee, but I'm gonna make it. My mom took my food box that I gave her yesterday of my stuff that I'm taking out of the house, and it had my espresso, but I told her to bring it back so that I could make a latte. So let's see. Good. So the sausage that I bought said that it was like spicy sausage, but I don't think it's very spicy. In fact, I don't know if it's spicy at all. I think the only spice that I'm tasting is from the like red chili flakes, but it's still good. I have something else to say about that egg sandwich. I finished it and I thought it was a solid 10 out of 10, but I don't know if any of y'all ever experience like egg regret, like eating an egg or eating eggs and it being fine when you're eating them, but afterwards like kind of being nauseous at the thought that you just ate eggs. I feel like that. I don't like eggs a lot, but I still eat them like every day for breakfast. Like, I wish that breakfast wasn't just eggs. Like, I feel like what makes breakfast is that it has an egg in it. Like, breakfast, like, if you look at a breakfast menu and a lunch menu, and there can be like the same sandwich, you know, like sourdough, cheese with some tomato, I don't know. But the difference between that sandwich on the lunch menu and breakfast menu is that on the breakfast menu, it's an egg instead of turkey. And I hate that. And I always wish that I could eat the lunch menu. Like, I'm always happy when like they start their lunch at like 10 a.m. so that I can order lunch instead of breakfast. Anyways, eggs are good for you. They're quick, and I have found ways that like I can hide the eggs to me, like cook them in a way that doesn't remind me so much of eggs. Also cannot do runny yolks. That's disgusting and I hate it. Like I see people like breaking the egg yolk and then it like runs on their plate and they grab their bread and they're like scooping up the egg yolk. I have to look away. Like if I see that at a restaurant and I see someone doing that, I have to look away and I instantly don't like that person. Anyways, what was I saying? Sometimes I can eat eggs like when I'm hungry. You know, sometimes you're hungry enough, like anything kind of sounds good. You're like, okay, I can eat it. But as soon as I'm full and I gain like the consciousness that I just ate an egg, I get disgusted with myself and I kind of get nauseous. And I wish that I never had eaten it. But it's kind of like this trick that I play on myself, you know, every morning, because I know that's going to happen. But when I'm eating them, when I'm hungry, it doesn't bother me, but then I have to pay for it afterwards. But it's like I set myself up for that success, or I guess failure. But like I know they're good for me. So I feel bad for my future self that's going to have the regret, but that's like her problem. But it goes away quick. But usually how I solve it is I have to like wash it with something. So like a juice, like something fresh or sweet. Like candy can do the trick, maybe chocolate, a lemonade, or well, in this case a juice, but I kind of feel like I need something stronger. Maybe a chocolate. I have a frozen Hershey bar in my freezer, and I think that I might have a piece of that. Because I've been addicted to just like straight up Hershey's Hershey's bar. That's it. Like the one that you put on the s'mores, not the cookies and cream one, not the one with almonds, nothing. Just Hershey's, but frozen. And I eat like a half of that a night. They've literally been being watered for like a solid like 2 hours at this point. So enough water. They're not grateful that I adopted them yesterday, and they're already dying and being petty. And I feel like at this angle it looks like I have a double chin, but I don't. I'm snatched. But I was saying yesterday, I got these plants and they were planted yesterday from the nursery, and it's already dying. And they are drought tolerant plants is the kicker. That's the real kicker. That I bought them because I asked the guy, what plants can go 2 weeks at a time without needing water. That's why I picked those plants. And the day that they're planted, they need water. This is why I'm gonna have an early quarter life crisis. And I've also been doing some art. Look how cute. Maybe? I don't know. I'm on my artist journey and sorry. And I don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm just hoping like along the way I'm gonna figure it out, you know? Maybe. And maybe not. But either way, that's okay. Right? I hope. Yikes. Who knows? And I'm doing this art because, well, the bathroom needs art before I move out, and I didn't want to buy any. Okay. You know what? Every time I look at myself, I feel fugly with my hair like this. So we're gonna fix it right now. Hold on. But it's still wet. See, but no. Oh, this is my 13th reason. Okay, here's the real thing. The real thing is that I got a haircut about a week and a half ago, and I asked for bangs, but not normal bangs, because I have curly hair. And anyways, long story short, they were cut too short, so now I look stupid, and they have to grow out before I feel confident in public again. And so it's been this half up, half down situation that I'm probably gonna live in for like another month until my hair gets it together. Ooh. Most of my stuff is out of my house, and at this point it has been taken, and now I'm trying to decide what to do with the rest of my Sunday. I need to plan my week to be productive, so I need to sit down with my planner, but also I feel like I've been at this table so long that I'm becoming depressed. Not depressed, but you know, like, what are those, the Monday scaries? I don't have that, but I feel like sometimes on Sunday you can feel like in this lull because everything's about to start. So like you kind of need to, I need to change my environment. So I'm deciding that I'll probably go over to my parents, have a little din, and then plan my week there. Because also my parents' house is like elevated, so like it gets a lot more natural sunlight, and I feel like my house, well, has all these really pretty trees, but I feel like it's shaded and how like it's laid out doesn't get a lot of that evening sun. And so I feel like it starts getting darker and moodier here. Well, if I were to go to my parents right now, it would be like really amazing. So I feel like it kind of also gets me out of like this gloom. Because if I just stay here the rest of the day, I'm probably just gonna scroll on TikTok. TikTok addict, me. And I could be the first one to create a AA group for TikTok addicts. I say that jokingly, but I also do like TikTok probably too much. I just think it's good for a good giggle, especially when you're like on a good scroll. Nothing better. Nothing better. What do you think, Angel? You smell like a stinky tuna. Stinky. Okay.
What can you say when love goes away that hasn't been said before? I have no rhyme that's different this time. There's no words to sing anymore. I haven't a clue why you went away. I only know you are gone. And I sit alone, my heart by the phone, and so I just listen to.
So yesterday I got a microsurgery, and this is what we're working with now. It's because I have like varicose veins. No, they're not, okay? Don't get too excited. They weren't that bad, but I nitpicked myself and I didn't, like, you could kind of see them. I wonder, the other like has, they weren't that bad, but they were bothering me enough, and they're hereditary. So if I didn't fix them now, they were probably just gonna get worse. And so I made the decision to just go ahead and get them fixed. So actually, like 2 weeks ago, they did the upper leg, which I have battle scars from, which it used to be a lot worse. And then they had to do this lower portion, and I don't want to even explain what goes down because it's freaking disgusting. Anyways, today we get to rock the compression sock, or compression freaking, it's not even a compression sock, it looks worse than a compression sock. And now we're moving. Hi, chat. Let's do my skincare. I have felt very anxious today, and I never really feel anxious because I don't know. I just feel like I'm a chill person. I don't really know what that means. I guess it's just because so much of my life is changing, and no one likes change, you know? I feel like I'm in the middle of life right now that I moved out of my house back into my parents for... The dogs are barking at something, I don't know what. In the middle of life because I don't know if I'm gonna stay in Oklahoma or not. And my other roommates, I had some roommates, they just moved out of my house, and I don't want to be living there all by myself, and I'd rather save the money while I figure out if I'm gonna stay if I'm gonna stay in Oklahoma or not. So I'm just kind of like living here until I know, which is probably gonna be like 3 months, and I just don't like feeling like I don't know what's happening, because it's also kind of like, well, like, what should I be doing right now? I don't know. I used to bake cakes and I loved it, and I haven't baked a cake in forever, and I feel something calling me to get back into my creative era because I've been boss bitching it for a while in real estate, and I kind of miss just lollygagging around while decorating the cake. And so I don't know, maybe that's what this time is, who knows. But I don't like having my things here, but like not really in a place. Like they're here, but like not in, like, it's like cluttered but not cluttered. That's what my life feels like right now. Organized chaos. But the truth is, no one ever knows what's gonna happen in their life. You're never guaranteed tomorrow. Even if you think you have plans, they can change. So that's just life, baby. Anyways, I think that's why I felt just like tight in my chest today, because it's like sad for me to say bye to my house. It's been like my little sanctuary. And my cat Angel also has been stressed, and then like she disappeared today. I don't know where she went. And my parents' house is bigger than both of us are used to. I mean, I grew up here, but having a little kitty in the house, ooh. So yeah, I'm gonna, you know what, everyone's always figuring out like their life. I was about to say, like, you know what, I'm gonna be figuring out my life, but the truth is everyone always is, even if they're like, no, I have my 10-year plan down to the dot. Like, okay, but there's gonna be things that you didn't expect. You could decide halfway through that's not what you want to do anymore. Like, just never guaranteed. So honestly, nothing new, except that I'm now living in a different place. But that's nice, you know, because I don't know if I'll ever have the chance to like live with my parents again. You know, I'm growing up, and I think sometimes you don't know when like the last things are in your life. Like they say, you never know when it was the last time that you rode your childhood bike, or you didn't know it was going to be the last time you hung out with that friend. I don't know. So this very well is the last time that I ever live with my parents, and so I think it's a special time that I get to have over the summer and just like watch movies with them, hang out with them. And so I feel like I need to see it like that instead of an inconvenience, I guess. Because I was just in Europe for 6 weeks, and to be honest, I didn't work out one day. And I thought that maybe I would. Oh my. But I didn't. So it's time to get back into that grind.